Hello, I am Dustin Leake, IST Program Coordinator and Instructor for IST 1260. This video is just going to be a welcome video. We're going to go over our syllabus. I'm going to show you how to browse through Desire to Learn and how I like things turned in. The reason why we're doing this video is we couldn't meet in class on our first week due to a scheduling mistake on my part. I couldn't be there, I had prior obligations. So we're doing this video so that we don't lose a week. So to get started with, we're going to look at our syllabus. All right. This is IST 1260 Operating Systems. I am your instructor, Dustin Leake. This class meets Tuesdays from 6:15 to 8:15 p.m. With this particular course, most of our lectures will take place online, whereas our Tuesdays from 6 to 8:15 will be lab times. This is my email address. It's the best form of contact for me. This is IST 1240. This is the spring 2015 semester, and we meet in classroom AT 810. The course description: this step-by-step highly visual course provides students with a comprehensive introduction to managing and maintaining computer software. You guys can read through this. I just wanted to read that first line. That pretty much sums it up. This course does get us ready for the CompTIA A+ exam objective over software. The syllabus, by the way, is available on Desire to Learn. Course objectives. The first one is we're going to demonstrate an overview knowledge of the Windows operating system. We're going to go how to install it, how to maintain it, how to optimize it, how to troubleshoot it, how to troubleshoot startup, how to connect to and set up a network, demonstrate knowledge of Windows resources, and we're going to demonstrate security strategies and mobile devices and client-side virtualization. On the methods of instructions, we'll do lectures, we'll do demonstrations, we'll do discussions, and we will do application. The Americans with Disability Act says for students with disabilities there are ADA-related support services through the Learning Skills Center. Your required text, your required book is the A+ Guide to Software Managing, Maintaining, and Troubleshooting, 6th edition, and the ISBN number is there. Method of student evaluation. You'll be evaluated on exams, quizzes, homework, projects, collaborative preparation, class attendance, class participation, labs, midterm, and final exam. Lectures. Most lectures for this course will be recorded and posted on Desire to Learn. The lecture will cover the chapter contents as well as examples of how to apply these concepts. This will allow us to use class time for labs and hands-on learning. These lectures will have questions incorporated into them, so I will know if you watch them or not. If you do not turn in 3 lecture assignments, your grade will be decreased by 10% for everyone that you miss after 3. Just because we do not meet physically, you still must do the coursework to receive the grade. So what I mean here is after every lecture, there'll be questions. If you do not turn in the lecture questions, you just get a 0 for that assignment, but after 3, you'll get reduced by 10%. So that means if you don't turn in the 4th one, it's 10%. If you don't turn in the 5th one, it's another 10%, and so on. Homework. There'll be homework assignments for every chapter. These homework assignments will have a date and time they must be submitted by. Any assignment that is not turned in at the time will not be accepted. Once the assignment is submitted, no changes may be made to it. Be sure things are turned in on time. I will not accept late work anymore. There will be labs and projects every chapter. These labs and projects will cover material covered in the corresponding lesson. These labs and projects must be completed by the date and time set by the instructor. If the labs and projects are not turned in on time, they will not be accepted. Exams. There will be 5 exams given in this course, 1 every 2 chapters. These exams will cover topics from the corresponding chapters. You will have 1 midterm exam at the halfway point of the semester, and exams must be completed within the allotted time. This is a big part, so pay attention. If you're required to take the exam at a different time, these arrangements must be made with the instructor before the test date. If you become ill or cannot make an exam date, notify the instructor immediately. If you cannot make a test, I need to know. If you do not let me know beforehand, you will not get to retake the exam. Final. The final for this course will cover all chapters. It will be a cumulative final. There will also be a final project for this course. If you're required to take the final at a different time, these arrangements must be made with the instructor before the exam date. If you become ill or cannot make the final date, notify the instructor immediately. Here's my grading scale. It's not your typical 90, 80, 70, 60. 192 is an A, 91 to 83 is a B, 82 to 75 is a C, 74 to 70 is a D. Anything below a 69 is failing. Attendance. With this being a hybrid class, meaning that we don't meet multiple times a week, attendance will be taken during every physical meeting time. Attendance will be taken at the start of every class. If you come in after attendance is taken, you will be marked absence. You will be given 3 absences a semester. After 3 absences, your grade will suffer a 10% deduction for each absence after 3. If you know that you're going to miss a class, please notify the instructor for your assignment information. If you miss a class, pay attention here to this one too. You are responsible for getting all assignments turned in by the deadline. Just because you miss a class does not mean you can miss the work. If you're going to miss an exam, let the instructor know beforehand. And if you miss the exam without notifying the instructor, you will receive a 0 for the exam. Attendance is an important part of your success as a student, so be sure and make every effort possible to be in class. My electronics policy. Due to the nature of this course and this program, we may use electronic devices in class. The instructor will inform you when these may be used in class. If they're not being used in class, all electronic devices need to be put away and on silent mode. If during class time you receive a phone call that must be taken, please proceed to the hall and return to the class when complete. If an electronic device is seen out when it should not be, a verbal warning will be issued. If it is seen after this, you'll be asked to leave for the remainder of the class, and this absent will count against you. If you require special assistance, please communicate with the instructor as soon as possible so the proper arrangements can be made. If you need additional support, feel free to contact Student Services for more resources. Ethics. During the course, we will be interacting with each other in various ways. We will have written as well as face-to-face contact. Respect must be given to everyone that is communicated with, no matter what the method of communication is. Do not degrade or belittle anyone in any way. Doing so will result in disciplinary action. If you have an issue with a fellow student or the instructor, please alert the instructor or the dean of instruction. Be sure that all work is completed, use your original work. If it is found that the work is to be copied or reproduced by some other manner, the instructor will ask for your removal from the course and refer you to the dean of instruction. If you do have an issue with a fellow student, come to me. If you have an issue with me, you can come to me, but if you do not feel comfortable coming to me, you may contact the dean of instruction. And late work. Coursework has a due date that must be followed. If the assignment or exam is not turned in at the time posted, the assignment will not be accepted. If you cannot meet a deadline, please communicate with the instructor so other arrangements may be met. Extensions are always at the discretion of the instructor. Just because you ask for an extension does not mean it will be given. You will receive a written approval/disapproval from the instructor, and assignment extension form can be found on Desire to Learn. Please fill it out and submit it. You will receive a response within 24 hours letting you know if it has been granted or rejected. The syllabus is what you change at any time. If a change occurs, students will be notified and new copies will be available. So that's our course syllabus. Outlines the basic rules and things that I expect from you as a student. Pretty much, I've been told, and I think that I'm a pretty laid-back instructor. However, if we just follow the rules and say, let's get things turned in on time, show up to class, we won't have any problems. If things start showing up late, you start showing up late, then we're going to have problems. By you turning your work in late, it just adds a lot more stress onto you and to me because I can't get your grades updated as quickly. Okay. If you do have any questions, feel free to contact me. We're going to take a look at Desire to Learn. Some of you have struggled with it in the past, and some of you are new students, so we're just going to take a look at it. Desire to Learn can be accessed through the college website, iecc.edu. When you get to Desire to Learn, you can select your course that you want from up here at the top. This course is IST 1260 Operating Systems. All my course Desire to Learn is set up the same. The news feed's on the left and the content browser with the calendar over here, and the syllabus is always available for viewing. News is where I'll post if classes are canceled, or if I change assignment due dates, they'll be in the news section. Okay. The content browser, this is where all your assignment information for the chapters will correspond. Over here on the left, you will see the modules. Let's take a look at the welcome module. In the welcome module, I have 2 things that I would like you to fill out. The contact form and a syllabus agreement form. Both those things are for points, so be sure you get those done. There's also a pre-assessment. This pre-assessment I would like you to do so that at the end of the class we can do a post-assessment and make sure that we actually learn something. Now this is pretty much how every chapter will be laid out. You'll have your chapter 1 lecture, and then I will post the PowerPoint. Then there'll be a quiz, and there'll be some lecture questions, and then there'll be your homework. When it comes to homework for me, All homework is submitted online, okay? Open up a Word document or like a WordPad document, type up your thing, and you can submit it to me as a Word document or a PDF only. I cannot accept Google document format. So if you use Google Docs, that's fine. Just be sure you save them in a PDF and submit them that way. So you'll just click on the Reviewing the Basics Dropbox and put your assignment in there. And that's pretty much how every chapter is going to be laid out. There will usually be a couple different drop boxes in there, usually one for reviewing the basics and one for something else. As you can see, I already have a lab posted for chapter 1. We'll do a lab every chapter as well. But this is the basic structure of how My Desire to Learns will work. You can always tell the due date. It's always listed right underneath the assignment. Okay, same way with the quiz due dates. You see the start date and the end date. So for this quiz, it starts on January 13th and it ends January 17th at 1:15 p.m. Okay, so be sure you get that done. Most of my homework assignments and stuff is usually due to 11:59 p.m. Just makes it easier on everybody. So just be sure that you pay attention to due dates so you get things done on time. Okay, so this is My Desire to Learn. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to contact me. So that's just pretty much a quick welcome, a quick overview of what I expect from you as a student. What I'm going to give you as an instructor is I'm always going to try to be respectful to you and courteous. I'm going to try to understand your situation. Okay, so if something does come up, don't be afraid to come talk to me about it. Okay, I try to be lenient if I can be, but if you start taking advantage of it, I'm not going to be nearly as nice. Okay, I try to portray. I try to teach in such a manner that it's understandable to students. I've worked in the field for 6-7 years now, and I love it. I'm passionate about IT work, and I will try to communicate that with you and share my knowledge with you. If you ever have any questions or feel like I'm not giving you something that you need, please let me know. Okay, I'm very open to conversations about how we can improve. So with this welcome video being posted now, you're more than welcome to get started with Chapter 1 as it is due by next week. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you.